Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do these double Dutch braids. Now this is a hairstyle that I love to do on myself, especially when I'm going to be doing anything where my hair can get in the way. This hairstyle is great for just going out for a day. If you're going to be doing any kind of sports, it's pretty great, especially if you have longer hair. It's also great for traveling. I've gone on 2 missions trips, one to Bolivia and one to Zimbabwe/Botswana, and in both of those I wore my hair like this on the trip, and on Bolivia I didn't have to redo it at all until I got to the hotel room, and Zimbabwe I only had to redo it once. So if your hair kind of gets frizzy easily, I would definitely suggest this hairstyle.
So one of the first things you're going to do is just brush out your hair. Here I'm brushing it out with my normal part, and then I'll brush it out with the part for the Dutch braids in just a minute. So here I'm just pushing all of my hair to the back so that I can start my part brand new, and I'm just taking my brush and trying to find my middle part. Now this is kind of hard to do with a brush, so if you want to use a comb, you can obviously do that. I just kind of started trying to do it a couple different times. Once I kind of get the base for it, I just use my finger and trace that back all the way back to my neck, and then part it with my fingers the rest of the way. Now you want to make sure that your hair is even on both sides, and if it's not, you can go back in and kind of take some hair off of one side and put it onto the other to make sure that your braids are going to be even. Now I'm just going back in with my brush and brushing out each side separately to make sure that I've gotten all the tangles out. One thing I personally like to do that's not required but is helpful is just tie one part of my hair to the side so that I can start the other side without it being in the way. Now to start this braid, I'm just going to take a front section out of it. Now you're going to want to make sure that this is the very front and not the back, because the back is actually what you're going to be using to make the Dutch braid. Now you're going to take that front section and split it into 3 separate parts. Try and make sure that these are as even as possible. If you end up needing to add in a little bit more hair from your head, you can obviously do that. Now I'm taking the piece of hair by my part and wrapping it under the middle piece, and then taking the one on the far side and wrapping it under the middle piece as well. Now I'm taking a piece of hair near my part, and I'm going to add that into the piece of hair that's right beside it. Then I'm going to take that new section and wrap it under the middle piece. I'm going to then repeat that for the outside. I'm going to then do this again for the next part, making sure that all my braids are very tight and that I get in all the hair on that side. Just continue doing this until you get to the back of your head. So now I've reached the back of my head, and what I like to do is do an extra braid or two down on the bottom just for some support, and then I go in and pull out the Dutch braid just to make it look more full. Now I'm just continuing down the rest of my hair, doing a regular Dutch braid, just taking each section and wrapping it under the middle section. I'm about to show you this right here close up. I'm going to continue braiding like this down the rest of my hair, stopping every now and then to pull it out a little. You can use whatever kind of hair tie or elastic you want. Here I'm just using a thinner hair tie and wrapping it around the base of my hair, and then I'm just going to pull out my hair a little more. So now that I have the first braid done, I'm going to go over to the other side, take out that hair tie that I have holding it in place, and then I'm just going to brush it out a little bit more to make sure all the tangles are out, and then do exactly the same thing as I did on the other side. that both of the braids are done, you can just take some bobby pins if you like and pin back a couple of the places that you think just need to be pulled back a little more. If you have any stray hairs sticking out that you didn't get, you can also pin those. The final step you're going to want to take is just to hairspray all your hair in place. You can also at this point pull out some frills to frame your face if you want. I did this later on, off camera.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Here is the final product. There's one braid, and then here's my other one. So if you liked this tutorial and found it helpful, please leave this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the videos coming soon. Thank you and have a blessed rest of your day.